Hello HQTs, Victoria Beckham wears some great outfits, but she never wears her emotions on her sleeve. Despite her stern face at the royal wedding, she told the Evening Standard she did in fact have the best time. Well, if that's excitement, I wonder what boredom is. Now, we have a fun-packed night for you lot tonight, sure to turn that frown upside down. I'm Sharon Carpenter, your grinning trivia guide, and this is HQ Trivia, where you use your brain to make it rain. The rules here are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions from easy to hard. You have 10 seconds to tap the answer. You get it correct, you move on. Answer all 12 right, and you win or you split that cash. Now, for those of you new to the game, let me tell you about those extra lives. They give you that extra chance to get back in the game. You can use one per quiz, just not on the final question. Invite your friends to HQ using your code. As soon as they play their first game, you'll get that extra life, just like that. Today, we are giving away a smile-worthy £1,000. You can get your teeth whitened or even replaced with that cash, or buy a mood ring to show us how you really feel. But before you swing it, you've got to win it. Let's get to the quizzing. Here we go with Q1. Ramsay Street is the name of a fictional location in which popular Australian soap? Family, Strangers, Neighbours. Got a few different popular Australian soaps in the UK. Now, you shouldn't be talking to strangers, let alone choosing them here. Fake smiles and noise complaints galore. It's Neighbours. That's the soap in question here. 188,000 of you are good neighbours. Now, quite the Aussie A-list first. It gave us Kylie Minogue, Russell Crowe, and even those hunky Hemsworths as well. Q2. The word star is an anagram of which word that is also a title given to a Russian emperor? Rats, arts, Tsar. Star can only be rejiggered in a couple of different ways. No matter how you feel about the Roofskis, calling one of these chaps a rat is not a great idea. The supreme ruler with a silent T, it was Tsar. The Tsar is your winning answer. 164,000 of you are ruling the game here on Q2. Peter I discarded the title in 1721, going for the more casual emperor of all of Russia instead. Here's your favourite time, shout out time. Hello to Mum Jane, Dad Mark and Daniel as well. Hi to the GE Dispatch team in Southampton. How are you doing? Pollyanna Ward in London and Alex Crowler as well. Tom Skinner, how did your exams go? Well, I hope. Hi to Charlie Jones and a very happy birthday to Olivia Roberts, who's 18 today, and hi to her siblings, Jacob and Emily as well. Good luck to all of you players. Q3. Which of the following is officially known as the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team? Red arrows, white darts, blue slingshots. Red, white, or blue? You may have picked them here, but good luck picking the blue slingshots from out of the blue sky. That wouldn't really work. The genuine jet-powered gymnasts here, it's those red arrows. Red for the win. 159,000 of you right on target. Based at RAF Scampton, the red arrows have been showing off in our skies since 1965, since way back. Q4. John Ronald Rule are the first and middle names of the author of which of the following? Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, A Song of Ice and Fire. You're gonna rule this one. 3 legendary ledgers, but whose epic author has the epic name to match? J.R.R. Tolkien's precious itself is the Lord of the Rings. And lordy, 81,796 of you nailed that. We lost about 70,000 players here on Q4. A fellow fan of the double R, George R.R. Martin, wrote A Song of Ice and Fire, which is so much bloodier than it sounds. Q5. With which of these music acts has Calvin Harris not collaborated? Cheryl, Drake, Big Sean, our Scottish friend, Calvin Harris. Super talented. Calvin has worked with practically everyone, but which of these big deals has he yet to deal with? A master of collaboration in his own right. It's Drizzy Drake for the win. And this was our first savage question of the game. Sausages and all of that stuff. Just 22,988 of you got Drizzy Drake on that one. Now, Calvin wrote and produced Call My Name for Cheryl, while his track Open Wide featured Big Sean. Yeah, that's right. Q6. A person described as an ophthalmath does what? Audits surgeries, learns late in life, eats fish products. 3 very different activities, but which one is the correct one? They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but they'd obviously never met an ophthalmath here. Taking their studies seniorly, it learns late in life. 13,000 if you knew that. And you're moving on. Surgery auditors audit surgeries while only eating fish products means you're probably a penguin. Q7. One of the 2018 acting Oscar nominees has a sister who stars in which TV program? Coronation Street, EastEnders, Hollyoaks. This is an interesting one. Layla Morse may be Gary Oldman's sister, but where has she made a name for herself? So cockney she has to climb fruit to get up the stairs. You'll find her in EastEnders. We love EastEnders. That was a tough one right there. A brutal question, I would say. 4,059 of you are heading towards the north end of the game. Layla plays Big Mo Harris, who barreled her way back into the square earlier this year. Q8. Which character formed the team in the new Teen Titans comic book? Raven, Robin, Cyborg. You trivia titans should have this one down. Robin formed the Teen Titans with Kid Flash and Aqualad, but this is the new Teen Titans we're talking about here. The empath who'd love the Tower of London. It's Raven. Raven formed the team. 1,740 of you are raving right now. Now, she put the team together in the 80s, which included both Robin and Cyborg. Q9. Which of these was not a BBC theme tune at a Football World Cup tournament won by Brazil? Tarantula, Nessun Dorma, America. Which theme was not the theme? They've won it so many times, we let them keep the old cup. But which of these songs has yet to accompany Brazilian glory? Hide your glassware right now, because it's Nessun Dorma. Nessun Dorma for the win. 411 of your players hitting those high notes right now. The operatic opus was the theme for Italia 90, where Brazil didn't even make it to the quarterfinals. Q10, which of these endangered species has the smallest population? Tigers, chimpanzees, blue whales. Probably our faults as humans. They are all getting scarce, but who has become more of a myth than a legend? Shere Khan may have had a point because it's tigers. That's your winning answer. Go get them, Tiger. 274 of you are moving on. Tony the Tiger seems pretty optimistic, but there are less than 4,000 of his friends remaining in the wild. That is a wild statistic, not good. Q11, the penultimate round. Here we go. Which city is home to a 300-foot plus landmark inspired by an iron molecule? Beijing, Berlin, Brussels. You cannot miss that landmark. It's a big one. Beijing is famous for a molecule-based landmark, but we're not talking about the smog here. 165 billion times the size it ought to be. You'll find the giant atom in Brussels. Your winning answer here, 125 of you with the mark to win there. Now, microscopes at the ready, because we are zooming into the final round. 125 players left in the game, 7 using their extra lives to get back in. £1,000 sterling up for grabs. Good luck to each and every one of you. Here we go, Q12. Which of these British TV programmes has not been remade in the US? Midsummer Murders, The Vicar of Dibley, Benidorm. They love to remake our shows. There is nothing more American than completely butchering British TV shows, but which of these classics has escaped them thus far, preferring CSI's pseudoscience to subtle mystery? The show they've yet to spoil, Midsummer Murders for the win. We have 23 winners, my lovelies. Absolutely awesome, fantastic, amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations to our 23 winners. You are taking home £43 and 48p. Buzz B10, who is buzzing right now. We've got Matthew. We've got the AIDS boy. We've got Rick Taylor, 89. Everyone's super happy right now, and so you should be. What are you going to do with that £40 or £43 and 48p? Maybe donate it to help save the Tigers. Learn something new, be an ops and math, or smile. It's free. You'll still have the cash left over. There's a lot you can do with that money. That was a proper fun game, HQTs. Did you have a good time? I hope so. I'm Sharon Carpenter. As always, you can find me right here, right on the socials. Come say hello. Let me know how you did tonight as well. We've got more cash in a flash tomorrow at 3 p.m. Another chance for you to get your mitts on £1,000. Until then, have a wonderful night. I will see you soon. Bye.